from how the last host was. So for Andy, I was like, yeah, you got guys downstairs? You got Swati right here. You got 2 different hosts you can use. Yeah. It's not hard to bring in comedians on a Monday for a small pay spot. Yeah. As long as they promote the show. Yeah. That's it. And he was like, all right.
Oh, I'm telling you, one word.
The page?
It shouldn't be.
You ain't go live on there yet? Nope. You went live on YouTube already?
Yeah, I'm about to set up the computer.
Yeah, I'm all in the fuck.
That's all right. We ain't start talking shit yet.
I know.
All right, so I just went live. So I just went live.
I'm about to say, give me a minute, Twani. I can tell you if everybody in focus. Well, 6, 7. Oh,
Follow down.
yeah, Bruce. Did you handle that?
Huh?
Did you handle that, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm 250 myself. I think
She's 6'7".
what the fuck does that mean?
She my height. She is
6'7"? The models?
What's her name?
They all my height.
Angela. Was it Angel Fernandez?
Yeah. Cute. That's what's up, Mom. What else? Tall. She about 240. Listen.
Yo, she just got a post. She put up a post.
Yeah, listen. You already know my steez, you know what I'm saying? I like to be scooped.
Because she did a video of somebody said something to her when she was walking in the hallway of the hotel. And it's like, damn, you almost hit the ceiling.
You know the funniest?
And then it's a bartender that's going to be working here, like damn near her height.
She is.
She's not thick like this. It'd be dope if she was.
No, her sister is.
Oh,
It's just a stupid thing.
that's what I was trying to. I done lost my focus.
Her sister look just like her. Just thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like, yeah, that was crazy.
All right, so
She turned around, then her sister turned around. I was like, oh, y'all the same person.
So I had to flip a coin. I can only get in trouble for one of y'all.
That part. For real.
All right.
Hey, I am feeling that now. That was a lot of tequila in there.
What?
The drink earlier was a lot of tequila in there, wasn't it? It was a lot of tequila. I told you. I'm feeling that.
Told you, no.
He on his way to being
He
bottled.
ain't listen. I was like, it's delicious. It tastes like juice. The setup.
Yep. I'm not falling for that ever again. All right.
So let's go. Slide on over. Let's start this show. Let's go. What are you handle podcast in the building? I'm the one and only JT the comedian, also known as one at the Melodic Entertainer. This is Strippers to your girl. I make her laugh first, then I put hurting on her.
I'm 22 times the casually dressed, just got off of work because I'm not famous yet. Excuse the sweat. I'm a hard-working man.
And if you don't know now, you know. It's your boy RC, aka Mr. Turn Your Girl Upside Down, blowing her butt cheeks and playing like bagpipes.
And we got a special guest in the building. Please, sir, introduce yourself. Elijah the Barber, man. Let's go. Out here on internet land. But yes, he is our special guest for the night. He is a wonderful comedian. I've shared a couple buildings with him before, and he remembered me. What was that?
You off camera?
I'm off camera?
Just a little bit. When
My bad. That means you messed up.
No.
It's okay. They can
This
hear
on
my voice.
Instagram.
All right. That's fine.
So I didn't mess up.
So Bruce to death. All right. All right.
We good. There we go.
Calling you Bruce today. See?
Joey.
It's okay. But we have a special guest in the building, and he's here for a reason. So we want him to talk about the reason that he's here.
Man, I'm on tour, Trust Issues Tour, Trust Issues Comedy Special, doing that February 8th, 2025. So I got to make my rounds.
Okay.
Philly is definitely a second home to me. The second city I actually was doing comedy in. I started my comedy journey in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and then worked my way over to Philadelphia and so on and so on. Last year I did my first special called Cutting Up. That's on YouTube now. And this next one I'm working on is called Trust Issues. It's going to be a little more personable.
Okay.
Okay. So we brought him here today so he can talk to y'all about his special, talk to y'all about his comedy, his brand as himself. And, you know, we like having people in the building. And it's good to have an experienced comedian in here to talk with us, to share their experiences, and, you know, how life goes as a comedian. Because, as you know, more you can handle, we're comedians, we're word specialists, they call them poets, sometimes perverts, but whatever.
Fair enough.
We're here. You know what I'm saying?
I am a delicate man who cares about women's feelings. So I don't know what you're talking about.
And you have luxurious hair.
I do.
So I just want to say, I didn't know bananas had crumbs.
Just keep on bringing that up.
He is not
yeah,
gonna let
I'm not
you
letting
make
it go.
that down.
I've never seen a banana with crumbs.
Yeah, I was drunk that night.
Yes.
Goddamn Long Island.
First of all,
You gotta,
took a
you
picture
gotta
out
get
of my book.
you gotta get the people background on why.
So give the people the background. Okay, background on this. What was that? Our open mic night, right? We had our open mic night at CNC's Comedy in the Corner.
And I had fun.
Celebrating birthdays, taking shots. We go to another bar. So as we get there, all he hear is, "Oh, Usher, this is my sugar honey iced tea." First of all, it was Neo. It was single. He ran in front of no chick. He just started taking his clothes off, like pulling his shirt down. Yeah, singing all in her face. She was with it.
So he was essentially undressing himself.
Pretty much singing.
It was
every word.
It was the thing I had to do. I mean,
He has the video.
He had to
I
do
did
it.
record it. Yeah. You ain't gotta be alone. When he gets in the car, he was like, "I need some Burger King." I said, "Listen, I got a banana. You want to eat that?" He was like, "Yeah." Gave this man this banana. First of all, we men, we eat bananas. We don't break them off. We bite them. I'm just saying. It's a fruit. You eat it. All right. It's only food. It's like eating hot dogs. We don't call them glizzies. They're hot dogs. So he's eating this banana, spilling crumbs everywhere. Like I said, bananas and crumbs. Just talking, not knowing what he's saying.
I was in and out of sleep.
Was he? Snoring, chewing. Snoring, chewing. Hilarious. All right. It was a lovely night. Listen, we took care of each other. We got home safe. Ain't going to work next day. I knew that. It took me 10 minutes to get in the house. But that is the backstory. Maybe he'll post the pictures and videos tomorrow. But yes.
AKA Banana Crumbs. That's what we're gonna get next shirt, Kwame.
The banana,
AKA Banana
and
Crumbs.
it was like the night that the banana split. That's how the banana crumbles.
But to the questions.
So-
Why is the barber?
Oh.
Sir, I'm sorry. How long have you been doing comedy? What got you into the comedy world?
I'm going on 5 years in. I had it on the bucket list. I wanted to try it. I didn't have an opportunity to try it right away, so I wrote comedy for 2 years before I stepped on the stage. I had, poetry background, rap background, so the performing part wasn't tough.
Okay.
So like I said, I wrote jokes for 2 years, and I had an opportunity to go to Atlantic City, do an open mic, and my big homie OC Diesel came out to support, and me, him, Mike, Mr. Young now, Mr. Young, a couple other comedians, we were all doing our thing. It was my first time on stage, and everybody agreed I had the best set that night. Like my first time.
That's what's
doing
up.
it. So OC was like, "Yo, you gotta." I know this was a bucket list thing. You gotta keep doing it. So I remember driving home from AC, like, damn, do I really want to, do this comedy shit? I just want to do it one time. I said, fuck it. Like I told my wife, like, yo, I'm gonna do this comedy shit, and she was just like, "But you not funny."
Wow.
Why do women do that?
Yeah.
I'd be like, why did you give me the vagina?
Yeah. And it
Because
was
I
like,
was fun.
listen,
Right.
it was like before I went to go do it, my mom said, "But you're too serious of a person to do comedy." So those words was inspiration for me to do it. I did it, knocked it out the park the first time, And then was like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I start creating plans every year. Like, yo, the first year I'm gonna just hit up all these open mics and try to get my name out there. Second year, I want to start getting booked for shows. But I also was already a promoter. So I was already throwing, rap events, battle rap events. I own 5 battle leagues. So I already knew the format of putting together an event and marketing and promotion. So I said I wanted to do comedy shows at some point. Like, I wanted to throw a comedy show before I wanted to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm already a year, almost 2 years in the game as a comedian, now I start dipping into my marketing bag and start throwing my own comedy shows. Started my own comedy club, which is a pop-up comedy club, CQ Comedy Club, and decided, okay, I want to do comedy shows in other states. So we started in Dover, Delaware. Like, I'm from Jersey, but we started in Dover, Delaware. I did 2 shows in Dover, Delaware. Then we brought it to Jersey. Then we went back to Wilmington, Delaware. Then we came back to Jersey. And then we just went to Texas. Been to Texas. We was in Rochester, New York. We'll be in North Carolina and Charlotte, October. We'll be in Detroit in November. I'm taking Benny Live, Funny Mike, all of them to Detroit in November. So
sound like you say take more than you can handle pockets. But
right? So
some of us have flight benefits.
So
money passes.
So at the end of the day, when I do open mics and I do shows, I'm doing my thing. I'm expanding my brand, but I'm also scouting, seeing what comedians is dope, because I want to bring comedians to my platform. I want to bring them to different cities, and I look at it like we can accomplish so much more if we work together. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no crazy ego. I'm not no selfish dude. When I throw my own comedy shows, I don't make myself the headliner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them hosts that's trying to do 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, intros before bringing up the other comedians. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to pretty much be able to shine and be able to get some exposure.
Sound like shots.
No shots. I'm just
no, you pay attention. So I mean, how did you get your name? Are you an actual barber?
I'm a real barber, and I had to put the disclaimer out there when I do comedy, because people still ask me at the end of the show. So I've been cutting hair. Now it has been 21 years professionally in the shop, and when it came time for me to do comedy, I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Like, what my comedy name gonna be?
Stories from the work.
And I was just like, yo, I need something, and I'm like, well, I'm Elijah the Barber, and most of my material is inspired based on barbershop talk. So I label myself as the king of barbershop talk comedy.
You know what's crazy?
Like that.
Is that you call yourself Elijah the Barber, and I remember hearing your name the first time, and then I saw your picture, and I was like, that is a fucking barber. That is a man who be telling stories and be telling the kids, and be like, see?
Hey, keep it in.
Yeah, it was like, see, I told you to wash your hair. Look at this. I told you. Now you gotta walk around like that.
First time I went on stage, I actually wore an apron that said Elijah the Barber on it. That was my thing. Like, the first couple shows, I had the apron on, and then I went through like transitions over a period of time of how I wanted my look and stuff to be. And I want to say, like, after like a year and a half in, I got booked for a show, and it was this lady who had a clothing line there. Come to find out, she was a stylist. So we linked, and then she became my stylist. She started making me custom blazers, hats and stuff. And I just wanted to kind of stand out when I went on stage and not, just have my own thing going on, and then people be able to see, like, all right, that's the dude with the blazer, because I was a wrestling fan. So, growing up watching wrestling, Ric Flair used to come out with all the different color robes. So I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna have all the different color blazers, all the different color combinations or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta ask you this, since you said you're a wrestling fan.
Besides the fact that he's a wrestling fan, you know what's funny about that? That you said that? That's what led a lot of the quote unquote the strippers, the exotic entertainers, to their costumes, because of the flashiness of the wrestlers, how they came out.
Macho Man and all of them.
Can we give it up to the only white man to influence black culture?
Ric Flair.
Woo! The only white man to influence black people far and wide.
The braggadocious, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was flashing. Like, you got the Floyd Mayweathers and all of those guys, man, mocking what it was that he had did. He took Nature Boy Buddy Roger style, so it's total different level.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, but I'm a wrestler.
As a wrestling fan,
As a wrestling
right?
fan,
Yeah.
So who are your top 5 favorite single wrestlers? Your top 5 favorite tag team?
Oh man, let me try to do tag team first. Our Foundation definitely got going there.
No, give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, from the bottom up.
Yeah, from the bottom up. If you can't do it that way, just give you 5.
I don't know how to do it that way.
All right.
I'm just going off top. Our Foundation, Harlem Heat, probably British Bulldogs, Dudley Boys.
yes.
Man, I said Legion of Doom.
No. Glad you did.
Legion of Doom.
First of all, give them the real name. The Road Warriors.
yeah,
Road Warriors.
Yeah, Road Warriors. Far as single,
That's 4.
man. Oh, that's only 4 tag teams. So, Harlem Heat, British Bulldogs,
Heart
Foundation, Dudley Boys.
Oh, you did say that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot it. My bad. I was
Singles.
My bad, Joe.
Man. See, singles is crazy because there's so many, based on style. Definitely, the legend, Rock, Stone Cold. I gotta put Bret the Hitman Hart on my list.
I knew that was coming because you said the Heart Foundation.
I gotta put Bret the Hitman Hart on my list. Then it's like it gets crazy because you got the technical wrestlers and all stuff. Like, I gotta put Chris Benoit on my list. You know what I'm saying? Like going off of technical wrestlers, I gotta put Chris Benoit. And then that five is hard, man, because there's so many. But
He put you in that cripple.
I gotta go with a cross. Probably the Undertaker. Impact, longevity. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is one of the GOATs. But even though this next name I'm about to say had a short run in WWE, WWF, but them couple years, his impact is still affected to this day. Razor Ramon.
There's only one other person that had a short impact, but a great impact. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior had a great impact.
He was my favorite, but I knew he could wrestle.
Yeah.
But his energy was like up there.
Yeah.
His
I
character
remember
was fantastic.
that one WrestleMania. It took him like 3 years to run down to the ring, but he was flying. Everybody else took their time, and he was like, he revved the engine up. You heard the music. It was like, dun, 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 dun. It was like, oh shit, and you just see the whole arena. And then you just see,
Yeah.
and I was just like, as a kid, I was just like, yo, how do you influence
So
that bigger crowd in an outdoor stadium?
But wait, I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing about wrestling. Nobody ever realizes. Shawn Michaels has a lazy eye.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
Never
You
noticed.
never see it in there when he was in the Rockers, when he was HBK. You never see it. But you watch him regular, that joint is everywhere.
So he actually talks about
It's
it.
everywhere. What's he looking at?
Him and Triple H was doing this promo job where he was super kicking niggas like just in the ring, and then afterwards, Triple H was like, "Yo, you kicked me fucking 2 times." He was like, "Yo, you know I got that thing. You know I got that thing. So you know I got that thing. I thought you was somebody else."
Let me ask you something, right, about wrestling. Who's your top 5 guys when it comes down to promo?
When it comes to a promo, Rock is number 1.
Okay.
After that, Stone Cold,
Okay.
Heartbreak Kid,
Mhm.
Hulk Hogan, Mr. Perfect.
What's your top 5? Okay, so I would go Rock, Flair.
I didn't want to name Flair because
Yeah.
he got like 50
Yeah.
years.
I'm gonna go Rock.
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
go
go Flair.
I don't go Flair because I put him on a different level.
I'm gonna go Stone Cold. I'm gonna go Randy Savage.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Ravishing Rick Rude.
You know I love Rick.
Yo,
Rick Rude used to be like quiet while I take my shirt off. Yo, that shit.
That's true. That's true.
I think he's like, quiet, let me quiet while I take my shirt off. Yo,
Yeah, when he put the chicks' faces on
on
his
his
head.
pants,
Yeah.
he was diabolical.
He was top notch.
when he did that with Jake the Snake's wife, though,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, he gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him in the ring.
Jake the Snake is probably the reason I have snakes.
Yo, Macho Man doing the fucking promo was a cross between Coke, doing like Coke and steroids. He was like, yeah.
But you know, he kept that same character all the time.
Yeah, the whole,
Yeah.
his whole
He
life.
was just like the Undertaker. Undertaker kept his character.
He only changed his character once.
So
Remember?
you little something
Went to
about
the
the macho
badass.
man,
Yeah.
dig
And then
it.
he ended up going back to, but he still kept the name. He was still the
Right,
Undertaker.
but he always stayed in character. Everybody tried to break him.
Oh, they asked some questions.
Oh yeah, we got
Oh, yeah.
questions.
Oh, yeah, we always get
So
questions.
what's your favorite match of all time? For me, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. That was
You must-
I'll tell you, I'm a Razor Ramon.
No, he can't prepare for that.
that right
Let's
there.
go, Chico. Remember the fake Razor Ramon though?
Yo, oh my
When they had all the fake
Shit.
characters?
Yeah, man.
That motherfucker was cute.
Yo, the one that used to kill me the most was when he would flick the toothpick at
Yo,
somebody
listen.
or do the jump.
Tell me whenever you ate something and pick your teeth out, you ain't flick that jaw like I did that shit last week.
Yo,
First of all, before that, I was like this. Y'all remember the smack with the gum? With Mr. Perfect? What?
Yeah.
I was
Nah.
Mr. Perfect.
I used to put that
Man.
Mr. Perfect. You know who else I like too? That was nice with his promo videos. $1 Million Man, yo.
yeah,
Ted DiBiase had some good Jones, man. He had some good Jones.
Oh man, Booker T.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite low-key wrestler that didn't get a whole lot of shine, but you just liked it with just something about his character that was like, you know what? I fucks with him.
I got two, and they both ECW wrestlers.
All right.
Okay.
Taz
Yes.
Yes.
and Sabu.
Okay.
Sabu was quiet. He ain't really say. That's all he did.
That was my
Yo,
shit.
but his
wrestling was amazing.
his wrestling was amazing, man.
He ready to kill himself in that ring.
Like
he about to die.
Sabu, Taz, and Rey Mysterio Jr. were three of the most entertaining wrestlers to watch in ECW at that time, man.
Even when they for WCW when they took Rey Mysterio mask, he became a whole nother. He started the LWO.
That Joker became a butch. Like I couldn't rock with Ray with the mask off. It's like put it back on. Put that shit back on, man.
What about the mystery?
It was like it's broken down.
And then when he put it back on, it was like, it's not the same.
Mo was looking like he was looking like T.I. brother and ATL.
Like Evan Turner. Like Ross. It's not Diana
Oh,
man.
Why is this man trying to hold my gaze? What is
Yeah,
this?
man. Nah, I was
Y'all see his son though.
I heard his son's pretty good.
Yeah.
His son is okay.
He's not his dad.
He's definitely not his
I
dad.
mean, he's probably one of those wrestlers that, like you say, once in a lifetime type of wrestler. Like, I used to like Lucha Libre stuff. Like, my cousins would get on me, they were like, you big as shit, why you like Lucha Libre? I said, because.
like you gonna participate.
Like, I'm just gonna go out there and do something. No, I just like, I'm like,
So
I can't.
you know what's crazy? Every time I go to Mexico, I get told don't touch the wrestling mask. No matter who I'm with, don't touch the wrestling mask.
It's sacred.
Yeah, like I can't get it. No.
I'm sorry.
It's like a
When I go to Mexico, I'm getting one.
I'll
even get one made.
I'm
I'ma tell her to say
go
it,
to
just
Mexico
so
and
you
wear a
know.
Nacho Libre mask.
Why? Because you couldn't get one?
Yep. That's hate. Yes, I'm gonna hate.
I was sitting there like the boy from Next Phase. I'm like, that's that word.
Little slide in the ring in my Ethica Mexican mask.
Yo,
Call
I'm
myself.
still mad at myself for buying something because I am. Cause I gave my son money, right? I said, yo, I gave him like $20. He young boy. Him and my daughter go somewhere. And she get my man $5 to buy some drawers. I'm like, what's this? Oh, I ain't buy those, she did. My daughter was like, no, Dad, I gave him $5. First of all, you paid $25 for some drawers?
Yeah.
Why? You not having sex, sir. And he bought them too big. Had the bacon ring around his jaw.
Hey, yo,
You need smalls. These are medium large, sir.
yo, you said the bacon.
Not the bacon ring.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, son? Like, are you serious?
Like somebody balled them jaws open. You know?
Just throw them on. Like, I see some. I don't put money in my son's hand no more. He's still mad. He's 16. I don't put money in his hand. He don't know how to spend it.
That's
That's cold.
I'm like, you know, I take my clothes off for money. It's heartbreaking.
Is that what it was? Because of what you did?
Yes.
How dare you embarrass this household?
Yes. Get some drawers that fit.
Like you were third generation fit draws. You know what I'm saying? Draws that fit.
Exactly. First of all, my dad is 106 pounds. No. And 106 pounds.
So
We both taller than him.
I wanted to ask you, through all the different mediums that you have done as an artist, do you think that's prepared you now for comedy life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's the level of comfortability. Like I tell people when we do our open mics the first Wednesday of the month, it's called Poetic Rappers. We do a poetry and a comedy open mic.
Okay.
And a lot of comedians or people who are inspired to be comedians, you know, they're like, what's the advice you got for us? And a lot of comedians that have been doing it don't like sharing experiences, like whatever, fuck you gotta find on your own. I tell anybody that's interested in doing comedy, 90% of it is your confidence in getting on that stage.
Yep.
Because I don't give a fuck how funny you are or how many good jokes you write. If you're not confident in yourself, if you're on that stage doing it, it's going to show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The nervousness, all of that's going to show. Like you have to be confident in yourself, even if you trash. You gotta be confident while you're on that stage to know, like, okay, I got this. Now I need to work on this. I need to work on that. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that be like, you see them in the barbershop or you see them at work and they funny. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, yo, you need to try comedy. Like, no, man, I'm good. Because the nervousness, the stage fright, they don't have that confidence. Like,
So-
some are only situational funny.
That you say that, I'm conversationally funny.
Mhm.
And they'll tell you, but on stage, I feel like it doesn't carry the same weight
Mhm.
because I have to develop a better set.
Mhm.
I'm not bad,
Mhm.
but I'm not as good as I know I can be.
Mhm.
Because during conversation, we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's more funny that way. I'm learning to transition from having a conversation on stage with the crowd
Yeah.
to making it a set.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's why I think it's important to. I know when I started doing comedy, much like yourself, I took a year and I just wrote.
Listen, the way y'all started,
Yeah.
it's amazing and very similar. I was gonna bring that up because he didn't start like the regular comics like probably you or myself.
I had to work on pace because I was on stage performing my comedy like I was rapping. So it was like I'm on stage and I hear a beat that's not there. So I'm like, yeah. So they came to like I'm saying the jokes too fast.
When I started out, I had to work.
Yeah, I'm saying the jokes.
Remember
too
comedy
fast.
college, it was like, yo, slow down.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he says to me in comedy, slow down. I'm like, oh. Because I was just
So I didn't want to forget my material,
Exactly.
but I also wanted to get it out. So I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah.
How much time I got? I learned, let the laughs carry.
Yeah, I remember when I did Resorts Casino in AC, and I was nervous as hell. And I did like this is recently. You know what I'm saying? Like mind you, like I'm years into this is recently. So I get the call like, yo, we want you to come down here. We want you to do a show. The first show, the 7 o'clock show is your audition. If you do good, the 7 o'clock show, we're gonna bring you back for the 9 o'clock show. So I'm like, oh shit, like yo, this is a big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me to have started in the AC and now, like I started in the open mics and bars and shit, and now I'm getting a call for the casino to do this. Like this is a big deal. So I'm like, well, how much time I got? How much time I got? They're like, yeah, you got like, you know, like 10 minutes, like 10, 12 minutes. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm on this stage, you got all these people here, and it was like I'm trying to get as much material out as possible. But I'm not rapid with it like when I first started. But when I got done, like the crowd loved me, everything I got done, the host was like, how much time do you usually get when you do shows? And I was like, well, it depends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some shows you might get, if you want some guest spot shit, you might get like 5 to 7. You know, with a feature, you might get 10 to 15, you know what I'm saying? If you headline in the course, you're going to get, you know, over 25 or whatever. So he was like, never worry about time when you come here. He was like, I can tell, like, you're used to being timed or whatever. He's like, your timing is perfect. But like, your timing is perfect. He was like, but I want you to, I want you to relax more when you're on that stage. So when I did the second show, I was a lot more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? It flowed both ways, but I also had to explain to him like the way my comedy is with certain bits. Some are faster, some are slower. You know what I'm saying? And
either way, they're good though.
Yeah, either way,
they brought you for the. Then it was like they brought you back. So it was like that's the key. Hold on.
So
bring it back.
Oh yeah, come on back. Come on.
Listen, when I get off the stage after the first show, God was like, I can tell you be writing. And I'm just like, yeah. And he was just like, yeah, you know, a lot of comedians, they don't write. They just go on stage and just be talking bullshit.
So they're good writers.
Mhm.
I'm good with improv.
Okay.
Writing, I suck. Even though they read my shit, they're like, no, that's good. Fuck y'all. I don't think it's that good. That's how I be feeling sometimes.
No, because it's one of those things of I don't think he is a natural. I think JT is a naturally charismatic person, and it comes across as that on stage. But I think he thinks that when he writes, doesn't come
have that
across
genuine
that.
feel.
Yeah. So just like, yeah, he's just good looking guy, and he's just talking. I was like, nah, man, these are like this is funny.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, it's all right.
I was
I
like, but I feel like I'm reading when I do it.
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's where you got to find that line between you're reading it because you wrote it.
Yeah.
I know it. But then you want to just let it flow naturally.
So-
because I still struggle
Funny
with
thing
that.
is, when he remembered me, I was like, "Hey, you remember that?" He was like, "Yeah." So black eye. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay."
because here's the thing, like it has to be like
It's something you didn't hear before.
yeah, but it's also your personality and who you are as a person. So people hear Elijah the Barber, it's like they're associating, okay, it's the barber comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I don't know his material, I heard his name before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's the comedian dude that's the barber. You're the comedian dude that's the stripper. You know what I'm saying? John is the comedian dude that's the fucking bus driver. Like different people have these different things.
You're not gonna talk about John being a swinger though?
Yes, John. Let me call you off. Like different people, like different people have
You got
those
the same
different,
circles.
those different things that stand out. So how I look at us comedians are going back to wrestling. We're fucking characters. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on what type of character you are on that stage. And I didn't really realize the character part until my daughters came to a show of mine. Yeah, that was a long ass night.
How old are your daughters?
Well, at
They
the time, 17 and 15. Now,
Wait, time out.
Now 18, 16.
Wait, did you? It came. Was it an adult show?
Yeah, it was an adult show.
So you gonna let your minor child come? More than you can handle.
Listen,
It's not condone minor children coming
They
to
came
our show.
they came to the show. They came to the show because they was like, yo, you know, we trying to get some extra money. Da da da. All right, well, y'all can serve the food. You see what I'm saying? So I gave him a job. I put them.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and I don't want to put this comedian out there, but I got to.
Let's say his name.
White man.
You gonna say his name?
Blackie White man. That's my man.
I'm
But
sending him
he's
the
scared. He scared the fuck out of my daughters, and he scared the fuck out of a lot of the people that was there. And it was my fault because it was my fault because I was asked to give him some time, and I gave him some time because I didn't know his material was going to be what he went up there and did or whatever. So then it's just like my
Bringing back
daughters,
some memories.
my daughters is on some shit like that. We feel uncomfortable with leaving, and they left. And it was like I got the backlash of that because it was like my wife was like, "Yeah, what the fuck happened at the show?" They said so that was all put on me. Like I went up there performing. Then I start hearing backlash about some of my material, and then you hear them in the talk, and yeah, Dad went up there. He was talking about cheating on Mom, whatever. And it's like that's when I had to talk to them and be like, "Yo, when I'm on stage, I'm the character." You see what I'm saying? I'm Elijah the Barber. I'm a character when I'm on that stage. When I'm home, I'm Dad. So I need y'all to understand that there's a difference, and that's when I really started looking at it like, "Yo, we're comedians, but for the people who are paying to be entertained, we're characters to them." You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you think about the bigger name comedians, like Michael Blackson doesn't have that fucking accent in real life. Like, that to me is when he's on stage. You see what I'm saying? So it's just the difference.
Nigga from North Philly.
Yeah.
Southwest.
First
Of all, I've seen him in some shady places.
whoa.
He's been in places where I was at
He was
before I
places
did
that he was
comedy.
working?
Yes. Now, let me say this. You know what the smart part about that was? All of the XX chromosomes were there. For y'all that don't know, the women, the real ones that were born with vaginas. So
You
gotta break it down.
yeah, you gotta break it down. Yeah, you gotta break it down now. So all the women were at the shows. My man had his own little section, almost like this, half the size, in a semicircle. Women. He's been in 3 different shows in Delaware. Okay. And when I seen him so many places, but I've never actually introduced myself to him before I ever did comedy. Broke my hand. Somebody take me to a show for a lot of buildings. I seen him in South Philly. Seen him at TGI Fridays in Delaware. Nothing but a semicircle of women. But being at my events, ain't nothing but women. Smart place to go. And I tell my homies that, which, you know, his family do what I do. So, yeah, I snitched.
Shit, I was.
But his older cousin is the reason that I got into it.
Like, yeah, man, we've been fucking digging ball swinging for years.
His cousin don't want to lie.
He said
Like, it's because put me on and shit.
Now, they ain't put me on, but I seen him and was like, this nigga still dancing? You know how long ago that was? I was 13.
I just got one question, man. When y'all be getting ready, y'all niggas be like wrestlers, like, yo, put some baby oil on my back. Like, y'all ever do that shit?
You let me up?
Wait, tell me. You know what's funny?
Did I miss this?
You know what's bad? He had to cut grass for olive oil on. And no, we have women that'll come oil our back.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right?
That's what's up.
Because I don't want no man touching me.
Yeah.
And my wood is on wood. All right? Okay? No. But in all honesty, I still have a problem getting ready to this day. And I've been doing this 11 years. I still have a problem getting ready. You know why? Because we'll be in a room like this, bunch of guys walking around talking. I'm in the corner, watching my video with my earphones in. I learned, earphones. They'll come up and want to talk to you. Dudes been there talking, You know the joint out there? Yeah, she
No.
No.
Yo, they be in there talking.
No, don't talk.
The joint out there, she got all this bread on the table. Don't forget that one. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
So
don't talk to me while I get ready as a man.
Don't talk to me while you getting ready.
That's my point.
It's like, no.
Somebody came in and interrupted me one day. I was ready to fight. I almost swashbuckled. I had my sword ready. Came out. I did because I was in Onyx when Onyx was Onyx.
Yeah.
I had two of the girls that worked at Onyx. They were only oiling me down. However, looking at them, you know, the soldier raised. So I had the flag up. I'm in there getting oiled down. One of the dudes came and was banging on the door playing around. I ran out that joint. Where are you at? Where are you at? My man was like, yo, what's up, sir? I was like, yo, nigga playing. I'm trying to get ready. I was mad. I was ready to fight with Rock Hard Wee Wee. Listen, I don't ever want to fight with Rock Hard Wee Wee.
Yeah,
Because you don't interrupt me, first of all.
That's like fighting somebody butt naked.
Almost. I mean, if I hit him in his eye, he had a black one. I'm just saying.
I was like, you know what? It's not that serious.
Listen, I was ready to step into this hook, knock him to sleep.
Like, you got that, bro.
Put his blanket. Listen.
I was.
Imagine you getting some head and somebody interrupts you. How y'all gonna feel? Y'all gonna want to fight or not? And there's some good head.
I'm going to finish.
Dog,
I'm going to probably cuss you out, but I'm not.
I'm not getting up with my
Right.
pants around my hips.
But it's too late if the girl stops. What if they stop?
And the nigga just still standing there. And
No, he ran away playing around.
First of all, I just think that
So you
like running up on somebody with a hard on and
that's
trying to fight.
No, banging on the
You know what
door. I'm just saying.
Like,
I
you
couldn't
got
help.
your arms out like that.
Almost. That's weird. That's weird as shit. First of all, it was 3 legs that day. 3 legs.
I'm just saying. Like,
You just sitting there getting topped off and running the room. He just like, yo. He be like, yo, what's up? You like, what's up? What do you want? What do you want? Like you see,
Just imagine being in the stall. You in there.
motherfucker banging on the door.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. What
I
if
never
boy like
forgot
that?
that.
Like, what if that nigga interrupted you and then you just raised up on boy and boy was like, well, let me get next. You be like, whoa, nigga, like, what
That's a
the fuck?
kick in the chest.
That shit is
That's a kick in the
crazy.
chest.
That shit.
More than you can handle. We support everyone, even the alphabet community, LBGT 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. We support you. So we're straight. We're in the closet. We're not coming out.
So since we're talking about exactly. Fuck me up for a second. So since we're talking about characters, like you said, you play a character on stage. You're different on stage. I always felt as though that I'm not doing that. I'm literally the same person I am on stage.
I think it's for me. It's definitely a lot of parallels. Like, you know, there's real stories, there's real life situations with family, with the barbershop, all of that stuff. But then it's also the entertainment factor. You know what I'm saying? There's the fictitious stuff. And I think the beauty of the art part of comedy when you're a storyteller is when the people that even know you are like, did that really happen? You know what I'm saying? And they're coming to you like I just did a show in Spring City, PA, and it was one of the first shows in a minute where people was coming up to me talking about different bits. Like I have a bit where I talk about Conspiracy Kenny, the guy who comes in the barbershop and makes a conspiracy about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, you eat mayonnaise, my man. There's a sandwich with mayonnaise on. Talk about mayonnaise. What's about mayonnaise? Who they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who's cousin Miracle Whip? You know what I'm saying? Who they whipping? Us, stay woke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people be like, yo, I had a dude in my shop that do the same shit or whatever. He be making conspiracies, and then Ali, the oil man, the dude who gotta explain everything that he's selling, like oils, incense, CDs, and Honda spark plugs, like all this different shit that.
Where the spark plugs come from?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's somebody that always got something.
There's always somebody who comes in the shop that does these things. So it's like people are able to relate to it. And what people have to understand with comedy, it's not always about being the gut busting funniest dude. Sometimes it's about the relatability. The things that you're talking about that people can relate to. You see what I'm saying? So like even you doing what you do, you can go on stage, you can tell stories about being a stripper. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about MILFs and GILFs and all of them trying to tip you and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Chick tried to sit up there and give me them old grandma candies as a tip, shit like that. Like it's all kinds of.
I never used that.
Werther's original.
Yeah, Werther's
It was
original.
good enough.
You know what I'm saying? She gave me $40 and then Werther's original. You know what I'm saying? Like,
First of all, 40 euros.
So
You're
it's
gonna
like,
give me 40 anything. It better be euros.
so it's like look, it's like you have these different experiences and these different stories and things that you get to go into. And the thing about it is you never know how it affects the people that are there. Because I feel like as a comedian, our job is get on that stage, rock out, regardless if it's 22, 202, 2002, how many people is there?
Mm-hmm.
Our job is to make the people who came to the door feel better walking out that door than they did come in, because we don't know what they went through. Like it was a chick, she was here in Philadelphia, and she went to the train station to go commit suicide.
Dang.
And before she went to walk off the rail, she was scrolling on Facebook and she happened to see a bit of OCDs, and it made her laugh and it changed her mind. And she contacted him and sent him a message like, I was thinking about killing myself, but I see your comedy and it made me change my mind. So we never know who we affect with our comedy. You know what I'm saying? I got a joke about losing my father. And the joke is like, you gotta take lots of pictures. Tomorrow's never promised. I actually lost my father on the way here tonight. And everybody's like, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. Like, no, he's still alive. He was in the car behind me. I made it right. He stayed straight. And everybody was crazy. But the night I did it, I'm at this spot. The owner comes with her husband, and the husband's dad just died that night. And I'm like, damn, do I do that joke? Is it too soon? You know what I'm saying? So I opened up with the joke. And when I say it, dude's like, oh my God, because he just lost his dad literally that night. So when I hit it, the punchline, he was like, oh man, you an asshole, man. I'm gonna come up there, give you a hug. Then he starts laughing. And I do my set. When I'm done my set, he comes up to me at the end. He's like, look, man, thank you for doing that joke because I needed that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We never know what people going through, man.
I've had to tell somebody
I've learned that overall, just doing stuff. Period.
that's gonna be a good one. I gotta tell you now.
If you were a stripper, what would your name be for everyone except JT?
You already know.
I
know you saw it.
see it.
If I was a stripper,
I'm gonna tell you this: you can still use the same name because nobody would have it. However, all of your sets should be geared towards you coming out, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
I was just thinking the same.
I know you was thinking that because you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I know that.
Barber Beefcake. Yeah,
But all of your stuff should be like your head. It should be specific to you because nobody can copy that.
What's a good amount of stage time when starting out? I think it depends on where you at. To me, we're gonna have a 3-minute set, and then we're gonna have a 5-minute set. Because when you come to places like Philadelphia, they're gonna give you 3 minutes.
Shit, they give you 2.
You know
Impossible.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
get 2 impossible. All but Mike, we give you 5 to 7.
But it all depends on what mic you go to.
Yeah, depends on what you go to.
Because I know you're starting out in the poetry and the rap.
Mhm.
You can go to those mics and get like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and they'll just let you rock out whether you're funny or not, just because they want to hear something different.
Yeah, like for me, when I came to Philly, I actually did 2 shows in Philly before I ever did a Philly open mic. So it was a different type of adjustment because when I was in AC, they was like giving me 10 minutes because they were doing hip hop and R&B. They weren't thinking about comedy. So if you let these dudes get 3 songs, you know what I'm saying? 10 minutes exactly. So I was doing 10-minute sets or whatever. And then when I started on the other open mics, they were like, all right, you got 5. You know what I'm saying? So I went from doing 10 and 15s back down.
I feel like you regressed.
Back down to 5. So when I came to Philly, I did like 2-3 shows where I was getting like 10 to 15 minutes. Then it's like, all right, now you go to open mics. They're like, yo, you're only getting 3 at Punchline, and we hit you with the light at 2. So it was like, ooh. So that's when timing and the wittiness and all of that. Like when I first started, I kind of had to go back to that a little bit, whatever, right? Because it's kind of like with 3 minutes, if you got a bunch of slick, quick one-rounders, you can get them out, or you got to have that 1 story or maybe 2 stories that you can do, and the punchlines have to sit up there and hit
within
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got to sit there and hit. So I did Punchline. I went to Comedy Joint. I never did the other joint, JJ. Or JJ. I never did JJ's or whatever. But I was doing, you know, I had
They just give you 5 minutes though.
Okay, but I heard of it. I never did it, but I did. You know, Punchline. I did Comedy Joint, and then I started going to Delaware, like Cool J's.
Oh wait, we love Cool J's.
The
only reason we don't do Cool J's now is because they was on Thursday
and then moved to Tuesday.
and they moved to Tuesdays. But
I haven't been there since they been. I was
our
going
open mic is on Tuesdays now.
So they were. I don't know if they still do it.
They still do it.
I don't know if they still do it the same format. But when I went to Cool J's, they started you off the first time you went. They gave you like
3 minutes.
Yeah, they like 3.5 minutes, and then every time you went back, they gave you more time.
Shout out to Cool J's because
Shout
listen,
out to Cool J's.
you know we've been there. I've even went to some of their showcases.
Yeah,
And like I tell them,
we got
show up to the showcase, they'll give you a guest spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because we mess with Major, we mess with Marvin, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Legal D,
Yeah.
because they give some good feedback.
And that's the other part I liked about that, Mike.
Yeah, the
feedback.
feedback of that.
Oh, yeah,
The feedback they gave me helped me write Trim the Fed on the Chinese store joke. And then it kind of helped me walk into the joke I do about panhandling. And it even helped me write my comeback.
That's a good question.
This is the first one the word you can handle. We
Which
have
city
our,
is the toughest crowd you
we have our guests reading all the questions and answering.
Yeah. What cities had the toughest crowd you perform at? That's interesting. Probably Texas.
What made Texas that tough?
So Dallas, Texas was cool. Mesquite, Texas was tough because everybody that came was from somewhere different. So you had like some people that was from Dallas, some people was from Arlington, people was from Chicago, some other people was from New Orleans. We had people from Philly and Jersey. But the people from Chicago, they were tough to impress because when people go to comedy shows, they have different expectations. So people who are fans of comedy and love it and they want to go out to a comedy show and have a good time, enjoy themselves, they're not worried about who they coming to see. It just they're here to laugh.
Make me laugh.
The people that were there at the Texas show that were from Chicago, there was a group of them, they coming in with minks and all this other shit. So they like, who am I gonna see that's famous up in here? Who I'm gonna see that I seen on TV before? You see what I'm saying? So now it's like when they see nobody they know, is like,
I gotta send them another one. You won't see me on comedy.
This ain't who I thought I was gonna see. Kevin Hart, Lil Rel. You know what I'm saying? So those type of artists is tough.
They will be a
I think Union, New Jersey. Like because I'm from South Jersey, so when I did North Jersey, North Jersey was different because their pace is different. North Jersey, New York is more
Pace is the same.
faster pace.
Okay.
They want you up in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like they like you doing the crowd. So they just need an ugly ass shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like they like that when you up north. Baltimore, when we auditioned for Tina Graham and them, Baltimore was cool. But what I didn't like, and it was the first time I experienced this, being in a theater, the crowd is blacked out and you just have the spotlight on you. You can't see,
the crowd.
You can't see the crowd at all. So you have to make those type of adjustments. And when you're on those type stages, you have to black the crowd out and not try to do crowd interaction material and just treat it as if you practicing in the bathroom doing your best material that don't involve crowd
I have a
interaction.
question about that.
That's how punchline.
Do you hear
actually
them?
goes into the competition.
Do you hear the crowd? Do they laugh?
You hear the crowd, but it's weird
Because you can't see it.
because you can't see it. So we go down there. Me and my homie Grizzly, we didn't go down there, and
That's your road dog.
that's my
Give him a
road
shout
dog.
out.
So yeah, my man Grizzly, shout out my man Grizzly. So we signed the list, and they scrambled the list. So we were like 13, 14. They bumped me up to number 2. They put him down to number 22. So
Ooh.
so
Fergie's.
but see, they put me number 2 because I got a co-sign from Brugman from Martin. So Tina Graham was like, I want to hear what this dude Elijah the Barber is doing. You know what I'm saying? So they bumped me up on the list. So I go second. I do like 340, 345, something like that. They told us that we had 4 minutes. And then when we got there, they said we had 5 minutes. And then they said we could do whatever when we got there. But before they told us it had to be clean. So my stuff was clean. I said, I'm going to just keep my stuff clean. I get up there and it's like, damn. It's like bright as hell. I'm up here feeling like a piece of turkey bacon. I can't. I'm getting cooked on this joint. I can't see the crowd, but whatever. I'm confident in my material. Do my shit, boom, boom. Then you also realize different regions, the lingo's different.
Okay.
So some shit that you might say in Jersey and Philly that niggas would get and laugh at,
They might not get it outside.
they might
You
get
gotta
that
explain
outside.
it. You gotta say it. You gotta explain
So
it.
the lingo was a little different. So with certain shit, that was like, oh, they don't get it.
Like,
Because,
not everybody know John.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's you know, it's funny seeing Chris Rock, watching a lot of documentaries and stuff, and seeing Chris Rock in every city he goes to, he gets the local newspaper.
Mainly a Netflix
And
special.
he listens,
for comedians.
like, you know, he listens to like the local radio show and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
To really like get a feel for every, like when the limo would pull up, he had a newspaper and he had the local radio station on to hear like the local news and stuff in whatever city he was in, to be up to date and to be able, like we were talking about, be relatable to the people that he's talking to.
Yeah.
And that's just like homework. I mean, it's just like before, you know, pre-crowd work, I like to talk to the people in the joint. Most of the time, people don't know that I'm a comedian until they like, oh, 22 times, and I'm walking on stage.
So wait, let me talk about how you set me up. We get on the radio station, right? He was like, yo, I got a +1. It's me.
Hey, yo.
Salty said that.
Because we play so much. So he was like, yo, you need 3 minutes of clean material. All right, cool. 3 minutes, right? Remember I said that, 3 minutes. We get to the radio station. He go up there and do about 15, 16 minutes of comedy. Negro, I gotta follow you after doing 15, 16 minutes. You said 3 minutes!
That's crazy.
I did about 5 minutes of clean comedy. But the thing is, you don't know what you're coming into.
Yeah.
They only tell you one thing,
You gotta
but
listen.
it's gonna always change. You just gotta be able to adjust.
Yeah,
So what I did, it was no crowd there really. So he did all his work, no crowd, just boom, I'm gonna work on it. He's going for reaction us in the background, which it was good. Same thing I did. All right, you got some crowd work a little bit, talk a little bit of sugar honey iced tea, then do some clean stuff. And it worked. Remember how I gave my poem?
Yeah.
Instead of coochie hair, I called it lady hair.
Which was funny.
Yeah.
It was still
It was
funny.
hilarious still. It was like, yo, let me end this off with this poem because what do we get the podcast? We do poetry. So I read lady hair. I didn't even read it. I just knew it. I'm gonna put lady hair in front of coochie hair. And they just sitting there like, play some.
Yo, that's funny.
But the best part about it was the other folks that were there for the radio show were some of the ladies from the Buns and Basketball event that's coming up in Philly. And they loved it.
Yeah.
They asked some good questions.
Oh yeah, that's
So to name your Netflix special. Well, I made my special that's on YouTube. It's called Elijah the Barber Cutting Up. You can go watch that when you're done on this.
She'll watch it.
If I had a Netflix special, and I had to put how many comedians on?
row.
You said 4. If I had to put 4 comedians on my Netflix special with me, I would probably put Brian Simpson, Little Rel, We talking big name comedians. These are the guys I'm going with.
Do you know them?
No, I don't know them. But I'm just saying, if it's a Netflix special and I get to pick who I want to put on the joint with me, Brian Simpson, Lil Rel, if he was still alive, David A. Arnold, and then probably Ali Sadiq.
You got to put your guy on?
I'm saying if we want big names.
It ain't gotta be big names.
No, it don't gotta be big names. But I'm saying if I was doing it with names that's already out, and let's say that
So you hosted or you headlining?
I'm a host.
Okay.
I'm hosting.
Smart guy.
I'm hosting that. Now, if we talking about like my guys, 4 people that I know, of course, my man Grizzly, he would do it. He's on my.
That's your partner in crime.
He's on my special now. OC. And I would have to have a female on it, so I would probably go my girl Chica Loca, and then 4th, because I think this dude is dope. I mean, he a vet, but he a dope, and I really respect him, and I think he just needs to be put in the right position. I'm putting Funny Mike on it. I'm putting Funny Mike on there. So that would be the 4 that I would do on that. But then it says,
It's your comedy
roast special. Who would you want to roast? Shit. Diddy Live. Diddy Live.
Diddy always got something funny.
Yeah.
Shout out Diddy Live.
Chi. Diddy Live, Chi. I will go with.
Who knows you the best?
Who knows me the best? Probably OC. Yeah. Okay.
So put OC on here. If he know you the best,
If he knew you the best.
he gotta roast you the best.
OC would definitely go on there. John Phillips, he was roasting me downstairs.
We know.
You know what I'm saying?
John get everybody.
John know you, he gonna get you.
John.
Oh, she said that's for everyone to answer.
Oh.
All right, so
Go ahead.
I'm about to say, I guess
You
I'll
want-
go.
Go ahead.
If I had to
Wrap it up.
have a roast, let's see. It would definitely be these two because me and him, like when I was going through what I went through in the hospital, I probably stayed in contact with him the most. Twani put me on my first show, so he's been with me through my comedy journey. I would have to probably say just somebody I know that's good at what they do. It's funny that he walked in on camera.
Let's get the fuck on camera.
We were just talking about you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody say I slide.
the one and only funny John Phillips. This is what we're talking about.
The affirmation.
The show's still on?
First of all, why is you cussing?
It's a Christian show?
Yeah.
How would you host?
Why we gotta be hoes? He got great curly hair.
Yeah,
Go ahead, RC, go ahead.
Man, I survived a good gang war life. I've never been in the streets, but I act like I was in it.
And I gotta put little brother on legacy.
You know what? I thought the same thing.
I gotta put little brother on
What's
because
the topic?
We gonna get to it. Go ahead.
go ahead, Twan.
Ooh, well, my best friend's Marquise. He's not a comedian, but he knows me the best, and that nigga said some.
Has he seen your penis?
What?
Whoa.
That was a wild
What was the question?
Exactly.
Oh.
He didn't answer them. See how he didn't answer?
There's 2 questions. One was if you was to do a Netflix special, who would you have on it? You know what I'm saying? I think what 4 comedians would you have on it with you? And then the other one was if you had a roast.
I'm answering the roast.
He's answering the
We're doing
roast.
the roast part right now.
Yeah, my friend Marquise.
You owe that nigga something.
Huh?
You owe that nigga something.
No, I don't.
Yeah, everybody will mention somebody they don't really fuck with. I never heard of Marquise in my life. I know you're a nigga like, yeah, you know, I live in the basement, man. Marquise, my man. Yeah, fuck Marquise, man. Fuck you, Marquise. I don't know why you picked your ass. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this abrasive Negro just walked in.
Fuck with Marquise.
Who else you got?
Who else fucking drinks and gets stronger? No, I'm RC Legacy.
Legacy who? The referee? You don't even know that nigga, man. That's
little brother. Come on.
Nah, fuck with Legacy. Who the fuck did you pick?
Oh, he picked you, nigga. That's what made it funny.
That's what made it funny. Get you popped up.
Who coming up the steps today?
I appreciate it.
It's my guy right here.
My 4 honestly would be pretty much my brother. No, I'm sorry, my cousin. Not even my brother. My cousin Steph called nigga Stiz. That's the nigga that helped me when I shit on myself. You want to tell that story?
What?
That's a long.
So he helped me when I shit on myself.
Yeah.
While you was working?
No.
You about to say this nigga was shit on this?
So I'm gonna say my comedy brothers, and I would have to put 2 Ray in there because he always got some shit to say.
Yo,
You spending them triple dollars. I was buying niggas drinks.
No, it's
triple
cool.
dollars.
It's cool to put.
But I would put
mentor
down
in
on there as a special guest because we know we have the same circle of friends.
Why don't you say we'll be in?
He's a swinger. I'm
I didn't say that.
adjacent.
Hey, yo.
Oh my God.
yo, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in a good Christian group. We read on Thursday. And
Fuck on Sundays. But all right.
This is not crazy.
I put my dick in mouths. I'm just saying.
Was the show over though?
yeah, that shit was fire though.
All
We heard. You can hear
That
it.
shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, yeah.
It's
So
our
what are we
shit.
doing? Are we doing? You doing next Monday or?
No, you gonna do next.
Yeah, you do next.
Oh, you doing? Oh, you got to interview.
Yeah, I
the
gotta
porn star.
I don't interview porn, so that's not my
The
job.
fuck are you?
I do.
Like, wait a minute. What's her name?
Revive. It's not what you think. It's not what you think.
So John, since you're here, if you had a roast, who would be the 4 people you pick to roast you? They don't have to be comedians. Who would
No,
be the 4
I
people?
gotta pick my mentor and the dopest comedian I ever met in my life, Talent from New York.
Okay, I didn't know that was your mentor. That's
Yes, my
what's up.
mentor.
He knows some little fucker that
He knows a lot of
That's
shit about.
shady shit.
Oh, he knows a lot of shit. Whoa! Yeah. Damn!
I'm about to inbox Talent.
Don't do that.
How you know this nigga and he know this nigga? Wait a minute.
My sister in comedy, she's my sister in comedy, and she's a dope fucking woman in the world. Chanel Renee.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been to her clean show.
Yeah, she's dope.
All she does is clean show.
One thing about Chanel Renee, we both been through some shit like losing parents and all
I've
types of
seen
shit. But one thing about her, I'll hit her up and like, yo, get your shit together. She'll hit me up like, yo, you being lazy. It's like that's when you're in comedy, you need people to push you that because you can go in that hole.
Yeah.
You be like, man, this shit ain't working, man. Man, fuck this, or you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you need a woman. That's why people need women, and that's why there's killing going on in the world because
Can I get my vagina?
niggas live with niggas. Oh,
And they like Doogie holes.
yeah,
The balloon eyes.
they fucking with the Duke shoe, and I don't do Duke shit.
Sometimes these need woman touch.
It's so much of a circle that I have, brother.
You only picking 4.
4. So I got that's 2 right.
That's
Yeah, that's too.
Okay. I go Jermaine Jones. Yeah, he's an asshole like me.
Nah, first of all, I'm not fucking with him. He said it was gonna be strippers at our show. I ain't like that. No strippers.
But you're a male stripper.
No. He was saying it's gonna be no strippers for a kink. I ain't like that. Then he asked somebody how to get on the show. He never talked to
All
me.
right, let's not make this about you.
I'm recording.
Yes.
He never asked me, but somebody told him.
We got thank you.
Then I asked me, this motherfucker one person. And let me tell you.
Wow.
I ain't think I asked me.
You got one more. Go ahead. You got one more. Fuck that.
Damn.
Fuck that. You can send him this.
Sure.
That's his friend.
A roast? You gotta go family member, man.
All right.
My sister that's on drugs. She on that good crack.
She got some stories.
That bitch on that.
So she got the loose jaws?
No, she did. Yeah, she on the.
She did?
What's
What's that number?
She
How
sold.
much money you got?
She sold.
She
the
high functioning.
She sold the refrigerator last week. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Yeah, my
yo.
sister.
She high functioning.
But my thing is, my sister. One thing about my sister, crackheads is funny.
Yes.
That's true.
Damn, is this a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I got you.
We about to.
I'll see the end of it when you showed up. I'll send that to you.
But I would have her because you had to have a family member that's, no matter what her habit is, she's a funny individual.
Okay.
And you gotta have somebody that know you from all your years. She told me, I got a tell-all book. No, bitch, no, you don't, because ain't nothing about going on about me. You like, yeah, maybe you got beat up at the corner. Everybody, hey.
Wait on the bus.
I won that fight. No, man, you got fucked up. You was crying for grandpa. Go get me. Yeah. So, yeah, if I had a roast, that would be,
Just so y'all know, as our audience, this is John Phillips, one of the funniest guys in Philadelphia. I'm not gonna say up and coming. He's here. Okay.
Yeah, he's here.
No, I've been rocking out, man, but I appreciate y'all guys for having me because y'all really fucking dope.
Listen, he's one of the hosts for the Monday night open mic at Ladder 15. Him and also 22 times. They alternate weeks, but he's hosting next Monday just like he did this Monday. He brought some amazing comedians. All right, we give credit where credit is due. Here, word more than you can handle. I've been drinking. My bad.
Nigga, you got 6 kids?
I'm sorry.
I bring the ass with
You're mad now. But this is
He was like, hold on, wait a minute.
This nigga
Well, your pull-out game fucking horrible.
It's terrible. No, I got
You just
two
shoot
biological
in there.
kids, man.
First of all, don't say it like that because I doubled you on the biological tip.
How many kids you got?
Huh?
Say what?
11?
Hey,
And
How
on
many
that
times you
note,
didn't pull out? And they kept the babies.
that's what you want to be. You're greasing yourself the fuck up. You gotta stop doing that.
Time out. I don't have no
Greasing
stripper
up for
babies.
these bitches.
I don't have
greasing
no
up
I don't have no stripper babies. I don't have no stripper babies. We can't use that. You gotta say pony. I like that one.
I'm not saying pony.
and on that note, this has been another episode of More Than You Can Handle podcast. It's your boy RC, aka the one that likes it girthy.
Freaks ever. Let's do 6'8" ass nigga. And I'm sorry I'm fucking on this shit. I would not probably they probably won't bite me back. Fucking playing with clits and sticks all fucking day. Sick of this shit, bro.
Nigga crashed the outro, bro.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Twan. What would you say?
My name is 22 times the blue collar worker.
Oh, you fucking whore.
Not today.
This one day's the end and why.
I'm done.
JC the comedian, also known as Wanted, another exotic.
Say what?
Nothing strip. She's still your girl. I'm gonna pee on her feet. But
Don't forget about the show.
and our show June 1st.
Oh,
Or you can handle with a king.
Where?
BYOB. We'll be in Fishtown. Can't give you the address to you by
And I
ticket.
will be there rubbing on areolas because they
I guess.
AKA don't
Wait, time out. I didn't say that. I guess this is one of our guest spots. Mr. John Phillips himself. If the fuck he said that and he gonna be there, he will be one of our guest spots.
But I will say this, y'all motherfuckers is dope and keep doing y'all thing,
Well,
brother.
thank you very much, sir.
No, real shit. Y'all
We
keep
love the
doing y'all
love. We
thing,
love
man.
the love. So, Elijah the Barber, our special guest. Give your handle.
Man,
Give them where
fuck
they can
Elijah,
find you. Tell them where they can find you, where they can see you.
Yo,
And where to find
TikTok,
your
Instagram, all of that. Elijah the Barber, 856-609. You can Google Elijah the Barber comedy. It all comes up.
You a hoe.
Now, Mr. John Phillips. Give them where
John
to find
Phillips for real, you know, and for you old bitches, I'm John Phillips. On Facebook, you know, man, I'm trying to get my life together, get my
That nigga on
life to
MySpace as
Christianity.
All Black
He's still
Planet.
awake, playing.
That nigga on
I got a
Backpage.
page, so
And I'm on a dump front for
You can find that nigga on ChristianMingle.com. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on Christian Mingle.
Not so Christian Mingle. Yeah, man.
This nigga Johnny.
Oh, man. Oh,